everyone, welcome back to Yarn by the Glass. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create the ribbed crochet infinity scarf. So this is sort of worked like your typical ribbing would be with a crocheted project, except it only works on the one side. So as you can see, I open this up a little bit. The one side or outside is going to have these cute ridges in them, all right, just like they would if you were ribbing, and it creates that ribbed look. But then on the other side, it's pretty flat. There aren't a whole lot of ridges going on. I mean, it's cute, but it's not exciting. All right. Versus this side, which has the texture, all right, where the fluff comes from. So we're going to be working this width-wise. So we're going to be starting out with all of the chains that we're going to need to have the length that we're going to need for the scarf. And then we're going to be working it in rows. And those rows is what's going to give us the width. All right, so for this project, we're going to be using any super chunky, the size 6 yarn. I have a really big skein with me, but you could always use just a few skeins of something smaller that you would prefer or like better. We're also going to be needing some scissors, a tapestry needle, and then with this project, we're going to be using the size L crochet hook, which is also the 8mm hook. All right, so the first thing that we're going to be doing here is creating a slip stitch. Inserting our hook. All right, why don't I move that? There we go. And the first thing that we are going to do here is we are going to chain to 134. Yay! All right, so there's 134. Just gonna move my yarn around. And so now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing our foundation row. And that's all going to be half double crochets. So we're going to wrap our yarn around the hook. And we're going to be in the 1, 2, 3rd chain from the hook. And we're going to wrap our yarn around the hook one more time. Go through all 3 of these, right? And that is a half double crochet. So again, you're going to yarn over, insert into that hook there, or wow, into the chain. So now there's 3. You're going to yarn over, pull through. It's going to look a little clunky at first, but I promise it will be very pretty by the end. All right, and it's just that simple. And this is going to be our entire first row. So we're just going to keep going. Yarn over, go through, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. All right, so once we've reached the end of our first row, we are going to chain 2. We're going to turn our work. And now we are going to be working this next row a little bit differently. So instead of going right in here, all right, into that space between this top part of the stitch and this lower part of the stitch, we're actually going to go between. All right, so if you put your hook into that space as usual, but you go sideways instead of through, and you come out the other side, you can see there's like a little post right there, all right? This is like the 3rd loop. You know, it's not the front loop, it's not the back loop. This is like the side loop. All right, but we're going to go right into that. So again, we're going to go into the side, out the other side. We're going to grab our yarn, pull through, grab yarn, pull all through all three. So it looks a little intimidating, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy, especially with these thicker yarns, because everything is just spaced out more. You can see what you're doing, which is also good if you're trying some of these patterns out as a beginner in crochet, because you can really see what you're doing and get a better feel and more confidence. All right, so as we near the end, we're going to finish this row off a little bit differently. All right, so we just went into that very last third loop space there. We yarn over, and you can sort of see it because you kind of already went through it, but we're going to go back into that turning chain space. This is going to be embarrassing because I won't be able to get it because you're all watching. First one part and second part, yay. All right. Chain 2, turn your work. When you turn your work, you can already see that very first ridge forming, right? That very first line is already there. So we're just going to keep going. We're just going to do until we're going to repeat those 2 rows one more time. All right, so we're going to do the half double crochet row, just like a straightforward half double crochet row. We're going to yarn over right into that first space, just like usual, just straight through, not on the side. Or yarn through. All right, for this whole row. And then we are gonna chain 2, and then we're gonna go back through that weird space again. All right, here we are at the end, yay. I'm gonna do this final turning chain, maybe. All right. And then because this is an infinity scarf, I'm gonna bring my second side to the first side. All right, so that they meet up like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do another crochet row into the sides here. So I put the hook back into that first, or that last stitch that we did. And then I'm putting it back into that first row. Going through both. And then making a single crochet from there. And then I'm just going to go through. It's not going to be as neat and pretty as some other ones, so we're just going to do what we can. And this is going to join the 2 sides of our scarf together to make it one long circular scarf. Infinity scarf. Okay. So basically, once this is done, all you're going to do is you're going to get out that tapestry needle that I mentioned in the very beginning. We're going to cut our yarn so that we have something shorter to work with, and we're just going to weave in our ends. And that's it. That's it. That is the whole scarf. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys are going to enjoy your new scarves. Or if you're gifting them out to people, I hope they enjoy their new scarves. And that's going to do it for me this time. Please like, subscribe the video, subscribe to the channel. Be really appreciated. And you will get notified when I have videos coming out next.